Hi, welcome to AFMY channel. For today's video, I will show to you the top 10 poorest countries in the world for 2021. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. The poorest countries in the world might not be as obvious as you may have assumed. However, if you figure that every country listed as one of the world's poorest countries is also a third world country or a nation with a public debt problem, you are not far from the truth. While there are instances in which the two overlap, it is not fair to automatically assume that all of the world's poorest countries are also underdeveloped. This is mostly due to the negative connotations associated with countries classified as third world nations. Money is not solely for elaborate funding or exuberance. The hardest part about a world that revolves around money is that it becomes a necessity, to the point where countries cannot sustain a permanent state of cleanliness, invest in industries that could help the country flourish, or develop specific attributes that would elevate a developing country to a place of prosperity. It takes an awful lot of time, energy, and money to raise a country from the ground up, and without a national budget that is reasonable, countries fall short of funding. The world's poorest countries are classified as low-income countries. This is based on gross national income. As stated on our low-income countries page, gross national income per capita is the dollar value of a country's final income divided by its population. Top 10. Afghanistan. Afghanistan is a mountainous landlocked country at the crossroad of Central and South Asia. Afghanistan has a gross national income per capita of $1,647. It has been stereotyped as a country with chronic warfare. Due to the civil and political unrest in the country, proper and meaningful economic investments and development have been difficult to achieve. Until today, insurgent forces continue to threaten the nation's stability. Top 9. Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is a country in West Africa on the Atlantic Ocean. It's known for the white sand beaches lining the Freetown Peninsula. Sierra Leone has a gross national income per capita amounting to $1,348. Much like the other countries in West Africa, Sierra Leone is also rich in natural resources. Unfortunately, its diamonds and minerals fueled a devastating civil war for years with thousands of casualties. Their corrupt public sector has also done next to nothing to change their impoverished state. The country was also among the hardest to be hit by the Ebola epidemic. Top 8. Madagascar. Madagascar is an island country lying off the southeastern coast of Africa. Madagascar is the fourth largest island in the world after Greenland, New Guinea, and Borneo. Madagascar has a gross national income per capita of $1,339. Madagascar is the fourth largest island in the world, located in East Africa. It has inspired many Hollywood movies and documentaries with its astonishingly rich wildlife. However, tourism has not been enough to sustain the country. The majority of locals depend on farming and agriculture, but their location leaves them vulnerable to weather disasters. The nation also experienced bouts of violent coups and corruption over the recent years. Top 7. Mozambique. Mozambique is a scenic country in southeastern Africa. Mozambique is rich in natural resources and is biologically and culturally diverse and has a tropical climate. Mozambique has a gross national income per capita amounting to 1,100 US dollars. The former Portuguese colony has been a constant source of arable land, natural gas, and water for locals. But a 15-year-long civil war that ended in 1992, extreme climate conditions, and political instability continue to hinder the country's growth. Since 2017, Islamic insurgent groups have also been terrorizing their northern regions. However, a recent French investment worth billions is giving citizens hope for a better future. Top 6. Liberia. Liberia is a country on the West African coast. It is bordered by Sierra Leone to its northwest, Guinea to its north, Ivory Coast to its east, and the Atlantic Ocean to its south and southwest. Liberia has a gross national income per capita of 1,078 US dollars. Africa's oldest republic is still battling against poverty and is ranked among lists like this for the longest. The end of the civil war in 2003 has brought some peace and stability, but not enough to raise citizens out of poverty. Corrupt government bodies failed to address their citizens' needs, and the Ebola epidemic that hit West Africa in 2014 did not help matters. Top 5. Malawi. Malawi is a landlocked country in southeastern Africa that was formerly known as Nyasa Land. It is bordered by Zambia to the west, Tanzania to the north and northeast, and Mozambique to the east, south, and southwest. Malawi has a gross national income per capita amounting to 1,064 US dollars. A staggering population of over 70% lives in less than 1.90 US dollars a day in Malawi. Impoverished countries often rely heavily on agriculture, and Malawi is no different. Farming is the main source of income to many families in the country. The continuous spread of viral diseases such as HIV has also greatly affected the country's population and mortality rate. Top 4. Niger. Niger is a landlocked country in West Africa, named after the Niger River. Niger has a gross national income per capita amounting to 906 US dollars. Only gaining its independence from France in 1960, Niger's economy suffered greatly. Over 80% of their population live in rural areas without electricity or vital facilities like hospitals. The nation has long been plagued with political instability and coups. Even those live in urban areas often populate the slums. Although the country did see a significant 4.9% economic growth in 2017. Top 3. Democratic Republic of Congo. The Democratic Republic of the Congo is a country in Central Africa. It is the third most populous country in Africa after Nigeria and Ethiopia. The Democratic Republic of Congo has a gross national income per capita amounting to 796 US dollars. This country is rich in natural resources like copper, diamonds, and other minerals. However, the civil wars raging in the country has caused over 6 million deaths and displacement. Corruption and lack of basic infrastructures also contribute to the country's declining economic growth. Despite being the second largest country in Africa and being endowed with rich natural resources, the Democratic Republic of Congo is the third poorest country in the world. Instability from years of wars and political upheaval is one of the most significant causes of poverty in the Democratic Republic of Congo, while poverty of youth unemployment has ignited conflicts. Top 2. Burundi. Burundi has a gross national income per capita amounting to $686. Burundi is a landlocked country in the Great Rift Valley where the African Great Lakes region and East Africa converge. It is bordered by Rwanda to the north, Tanzania to the east and southeast, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo to the west. A brutal 12-year civil war in 1994 between the Tutsi and the Hutu people set the country back for generations to come. It doesn't help that Burundi's public sector is among the most corrupt in the entire world. Less than 10% of the country's population has access to electricity and even less than modern technology and the internet. Top 1. Central African Republic. The Central African Republic is a landlocked country in Central Africa. It has a gross national income per capita amounting to $663. The Central African Republic's gross national income is the lowest of any country in the world, ranking it the first poorest country in the world. This may have had to do with the country's long history of colonialism. They only gained independence from France in 1960, just a little over 60 years ago. Many upheavals have since torn the country, such as coups, religious violence, and corrupt government officials. Those are the top 10 poorest countries in the world in 2021, based on the data determined by the World Bank's World Development Indicators. If you love watching this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel.